Hello, family. Thank you for joining me. Let us talk a little about the obedience of having faith. Faith is when even Jesus' disciples was fussing and how to get their next meal and he was not moved. That is faith. When God said to Abraham, get up from your father's house and go to the land that I will give to you and your generation to come, and he went. That is faith. When God said use your son Isaac as a sacrifice and he went, although he did not have had to use him, that was faith. Or when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego went into the fiery furnace without fear, that was faith. When Daniel was put into the lion's den, without surrendering his love for God, that was faith. When Jeremiah was put into the deep pit by his enemies because he spoke about the chastising of Israel, he went in willingly. That is faith. That was faith. That is what we mean when we say walking by faith and not by sight. When you fear God and read the word and receive of the truth in the words of God, having a relationship with him, then comes faith, and faith makes you have obedience to his commandment and to his spirit, hence making faith most important. You will walk by faith and live in the spirit. Then comes holiness and perfection, which is given by God through faith and not obtained by vain glory. And when you are obedient to his spirit, you will eat of the fruit of his spirit, which is peace, love, long suffering, and so much more. For the Bible said the captain of our salvation, which is Christ, was made perfect through long suffering. So we have to go through long suffering to receive perfection, which is part of the fruit of the spirit. So let us walk with faith and walk in the spirit. And we will live of the spirit and eat of the fruit of the spirit, which made us obedient to the spirit by receiving of his words and having the fear of God in our hearts and building a relationship with him. We will have obedience to his spirit, obedience to his word, obedience to his commandments. It will come naturally. It will not be of hard work or force. It will come naturally because it will be given by God. So we won't have to work so hard to obtain it.